When Marquez knocked out Pacquiao, man, you were there. What was it like after when you guys went to the locker room and everything else? Describe to me.
I'm gonna tell you the whole experience. I was, the knockout happened. I was jumping. I was at the time. I didn't go in the ring. I didn't want to go in the ring because Marquez had a special guest, a friend of mine that passed away at the time. He had cancer, and he wanted to be, in the ring, and he had a lot of people with him. So it was very nice. And I was sitting down in the section, not in the front, but like in the middle by myself. And I was, there watching the fight. And, and I was with a lot of Filipinos, and Filipinos kept looking at me, always respectful, but they were looking at me and smiling. I said, "You Angel, you Angel." I said, "Yeah, Angel." So they were like, "Oh, good luck, good guys." So when the KO happened, I was because I blinked a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I turned around and I see Manny on the floor. I see him falling, and then I saw the commotion. So I was jumping up, but when Manny was not getting up, obviously I saw the frustration of some of the Filipino fans. I felt bad about it because I was actually worried. At the end of the day, we're human beings. Competition is one thing, but being human is another thing. And I was worried, but then he moved and he was okay. So at the time I brought in my son and my wife from Puerto Rico, and they were with me at the fight. Obviously my wife was on the other side, and my son was with my mother-in-law because he was only a year and a half old. So so when that happened, I walk around. I went to the locker room, look for Marquez, but then I was so, mind burned that all I wanted to do was go to my family, go see my wife, celebrate that with them, with my wife and my son, and that's what I did. I didn't even go to the press conference because I didn't cross my mind. I was so happy. I didn't want to deal with the media because I know the media at one point, some of them were really attacking me, and they were attacking Marquez credibility because the way he looks so strong, the way we had him on the weight, being at 143, lighter than Pacquiao, yet look bigger on the weight in. And this is the world champion right here. So so I celebrated, and I remember I was walking, and then Omar Chavez came to me. He said, "Hey man," and I was talking in Spanish. "Congratulations, good fight!" And he was excited, and I was excited. And then I was the media. Some of the media that were in the corridors were, they were all over me and Angel, and I was talking to TV here and then. But then my mind was, I needed to celebrate with the ones who I love the most. So I went to see my father. I went to see my wife, my son. And then after that, we went out to his room like an hour later. I was so exhausted, but not from the fight, but the stress and all that. And it was happy. It was a happy moment because, Marquez, I guess after different fights, he got what he wanted, and he got it in a nice fashion way. Pacquiao was in very good shape. A lot of things could have happened in the 6th round if Marquez would have knocked him out. He would not knock him out. He would have been probably the other way because Marquez told me that Pacquiao was in his best time. I mean, he felt it very strong too. He told Manny was in his best shape, so he couldn't go the other way. Yeah. So I was happy that the victory came on us, and at the same time, I saw, leaving the locker room, I saw Alex, Ariza. He congratulated me, and we shake hands. Freddie Roach too. He shake hands, he apologizes, he said, "Angels, it is what it is. This is about hitting up fights. You did a good job." And ever since then, I truly gained so much respect for him. And ever since then, I always developed a little friendship with him, hello here and then. So it was nice to gain the respect from people on a fashion way. We call it with the white glove. Even though I was accused all the time and this and that, and the result came out, and Marquez came out negative in the test, and we never had nothing to hide. So it was I would say it was one of the most, and I have made a lot of Olympic medalists, but this was one of my most personal happiness in my life. One, because I went against the odds. Nobody thought Pacquiao would be the guy to be knocked out or the guy to be beaten, and he did it. I proved in the people that science is an element you cannot look away. There's a science that is there. You got to know how to use it, and you have to accept certain things. A lot of coaches would not accept at the time. A lot of coaches would not take weights. A lot of coaches would not do this because why would I be doing sprintings if I'm not a sprinter in the ring, and things like that. And I'm the only one that I can tell you that I'm the guy who actually brought in weights into boxing. I'm the guy who actually presented a system that works when it's well done, and obviously you have to know what you're doing. So I feel proud of it, and yes, it was the happiest times of my life. And that's history now, and I wish those guys, we're still Pacquiao fighting soon, so he's still up there.
That's great.
I told Freddie the other day, so what about Marquez Pacquiao fight? You should have seen Freddie. Freddie was like, you know what? Yeah.
He still wants it. They want
the
it, yeah.
And you know what he said? And Manny would take it in no minute. He'll take it right away.
He would.
He won the fight.
And
I told Marquez, and Marquez said, "Oh man, yeah, you know, I already did what I did, blah blah." I said, Marquez, come on, man. What if they offer you 30 million? Will you take it? He said, "Well, let's see what happens."
Yeah.
So you never know. Yeah.
You never know. We might get the fifth fight. You never know.
People will say, "Why are you watching it again?" But I tell you what. You're complaining about why the fight, the fifth fight will be made, but I bet you and I guarantee you're gonna buy it again.
Everybody will buy it. Everybody.
Because it's a show. It's a good fight. They go against the show. They don't play. They don't run. They go out there and get their business what they're worth of it. Two great fighters, the best ever. And I mean, this is with respect to Floyd. Floyd is one of the greatest as well. Cotto, I mean, very good legacy or legado boxers about to leave, and new prospects coming up. You got,
new generation.
New generation. You got Jesse. You got Crawford, you got these young guys, Berto's coming up again, you got Danny Garcia. I mean, you got all these young prospects that are gonna be the next thing. They're already world champs, but I'm saying they're gonna stay here for a long time.
Yeah.
They're gonna be the next stars. Hopefully, it'll be like that, and I'm kind of sad that the big things they're leaving, the big guys are leaving now.
Yeah, but you'll probably get some new ones.
Hopefully. Well, I got very good
You got
prospects.
some monsters right here, yeah.
Oh, shit, you still haven't seen the list I'm coming soon with.
Ooh. Thank you, Angel. Always appreciate your time.
Appreciate it, my man. Anytime I can do. Any questions? We at Mayor Olympians and my team, we don't have no secrets. We always been clear. We always, whenever they ask us to take any test, we always taking them. Whenever we didn't take the test was because they didn't pay for it, because it's not in our control. At the end of the day, we never had any athlete tested positive. Lucha Mbute is innocent. He never intended to take any illegal drug or any illegal patent anyhow. It's proven that it's contaminated supplement. Therefore, he's clean and he should be treated right when it comes to the commission hearing.
Awesome. Thank you, Angel. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, man.